Here we go. Another semifinals for the Amateur 2v2 League Season 2 qualifier number 2, with the main event having $250 as a prize pool. This is Skunky. And we've got his teammate Psychic Wizard. Together they are Skunky Wizards. They're playing as Atriox and Johnny. And on the other side, in the red color, we have got Stone Cold Killer as well as Zombie Usan. And they are together. Trash Players.exe. It's team name. Jerome and Atriox for them. Yeah, you gotta qualify for this event. And this is one of those qualifiers. We haven't decided how many people will be invited total, but leaning towards the top 8 teams as per tournament points. Good cleanup by the Marines overall, managing to grab a power note here for the trash players. I kind of hate calling. They chose this. They chose this. I've washed my hands of this sin. Anyway. Huge shout out to our website subscribers. You guys made it possible for me to call people trash and get away with it. Check out the link in the Twitch About section or YouTube description, and try not to run the code of trashplayers.exe. Yeah. Well, seriously though, thanks for everyone's support. You guys make this possible. Collect your perks. Join if you want to. It's optional, obviously, but it does help us make events like this and bigger ones in the future. We're planning to make a tier list system on the website. This is news for the YouTube peoples on the live stream. I said it several times, but the purpose will be to officially segregate people into skill brackets. And you have to fight each other for it to move anywhere. That will be a big suicide grunt connection. Great defense from Team Trash. And anyway, hopefully we can support up to 3 leagues with such a system. And so people between the amateurs and the pros will have a place to be. And for the pros, we'll just accept that it's a slightly smaller stage, but only highest quality of players make it in there. Pretty intense fighting over the mini base here. Bunker gonna play a big role, of course. But this double hero is taking control over pretty well so far. Taking out a lot of units, but the mini base is probably going to be destroyed. Good news though is that it's fairly easy to recycle the buildings still. So there is a chance for that. Team Blue doesn't have a lot of population. They have a good enough amount over here to be threatening, but is that actually enough to push through? Okay, now that the Chosen joins though, I think that Jerome is going to just get taken down even with the mine coverage. Gotta be careful to not run the entire UNSC army over it though. Oh god. That's the opposite of what needed to happen. Anyway, Sniper's gonna cover the Jerome, but I think the Chosen will still be able to run it down, considering that massive slow is... oh yeah, that just gets things done. Nice attempted wiggle on the Sniper, almost dodged the shot, but not quite enough, and 1 star is achieved on the Chosen. This might snowball pretty quick unless Zombie Usan is able to make a difference happen. Otherwise, Team Blue will end up in Stone Cold Killer's base and they'll get him. Looks like trouble to me. The mines can be taken down by the snipers. That's not a big problem at all. Now blue team takes over this and slightly gets ahead. Again, dark blue did lose the mini base in the back. It's annoying. But yeah, Skunky is more than established enough with his 1-star chosen. The bunker will be supporting this spot. And the snipers are busy enough cleaning up the countermeasure mines. Yellow mini base might be destroyed here. In fact, almost certainly will be destroyed with the chosen helping. The snipers are coming in and that's a pretty big number of snipers. 5 of them. Chosen can't take that. So really curious what kind of backup there is for this. So far, I don't see anything. Psychic Wizard working on the Expo. Going really well overall. Scorchion's coming in for Zombie Usan. Chosen's around, so everything's okay. Plenty of choppers to support as well. Snipers are not that meaningful in this, but of course the red snipers versus blue snipers, that's only gonna go one way. It's a numbers game. It's a bunker level 2, so that means... Whoa. Well, the snipers won't be able to touch that. But shielded bunker is pretty good to have, for sure, and actually most of that trash dump just misses. Mines are gonna be placed in the back behind the choppers, and they're gonna kill 2 choppers despite being somewhat misplaced. The engineers trying to save the bunker from getting burned down, and so far so good. Anti-vehicle turret getting added in, but the 2 engineers repairing is just a little bit more valuable. There's a lot of health in this. Aatrox is chosen, getting kind of caught in there. It looks like at least the heavy supply pad will be destroyed to me. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Double expanding, it's finished as well. But that kind of means that yellow is no longer really able to support the main fight other than with the chosen. And the sniper is causing a lot of issues here. There's another garrison getting dropped in as well. And Marines walking up will be adding a little bit of extra DPS. Great dodge on the engineer. I think chosen goes down now to the other one. This boy remains at 1 star, but is able to very easily jump into the bunker. And Johnny's here. Now that's 3 heroes versus 1 base with just an anti-air turret. That gets rid of the engineers just fine, but guess what? The bunkers don't care. Entire base might be destroyed here, and I mean, there's 1 Warthog to show for it. Which is okay, but you kind of need a little bit more stuff. Stone Cold Killer in serious trouble. Blue team is going to be able to pump units like there's no tomorrow. There's a ton of stuff left in these bunkers, by the way. So if they all walked up here with another bunker getting added, I just don't see a way back from there. Psychic Wizard now upgrading his Expo, his main as well at the same time. And we're going to see Skunky expanding. So what about Zombie? Are we going to see any more stuff or just pads? It's just pads. Very economy focused in this situation. I think there's a greater crisis than economy right this moment. Which is very rude to say that during such an inflationary time, but in my defense, Aatrox does have a lot of discounts. That's a complete whiff on the EMP Mac. Beam is gonna get rid of all the snipers. Is that a 2-star chosen? My goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be just fine. Barely losing the shields. Not even. And getting back in there. The snipers take down the chosen 1 more time. I think that's it. Oh! That was close. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Oh! He's still... Wow, first he was afraid, he was petrified. Other Chosen gets away. So good. Next base to bully. It's right here. Shield gen attempted to be made. Why are those guys not fighting back? Better make the shield in the back. Good idea, but I think it's gonna be bullied plenty. Skunky upgrading. Fortify. Is the Chosen now? Yes. He's got his scorch rounds. Shield generator definitely not coming up. That's an expensive loss too, by the way. And now Zombie's base is probably toast, but they're coming up with 2 heroes. This Locust finally to counter the bunkers, which is going to be a huge help. But again, there's 2 heroes in there. The heroes can deal with the Locust just fine. They're faster, they're stronger. Victory turret could be used. Some nice wiggle on that boy. And I think my game just is about to crash. Psychic Wizard in the dark blue color. Light blue. Skunky. Together they are Skunky Wizards. And they are playing as Colony as well as Jerome. On the other side, in the red color, we have got Zombie-san. As well as Stone Cold Killer. Well, together they are the trash Players.exe. Shippy and Isabel said the last game resulted in a Johnson crash, and our rules for that are by default that if it's a relatively even game and it could go either way, then it's the Johnson's player's fault. You gotta not exit that bunker, man, as it's about to blow. Can sometimes crash the game. So we force an L in that case. Unless the players agreed to just replay it. But they did not. In terms of build orders, it's all pretty straightforward. We've got a generator 4, if I want to say, as well as a barracks coming up. Zombie, more focused on the mini bases, so it might be a scout play, might be just a hero with a second generator follow-up. So for Psychic Wizard, he's also going a little bit mini base heavy. Interesting to see. Picking up a lot of the yellow. And Stone Cold Killer going for the mini base deal. It's a bit harder to pull off in a 2v2 because there's both guys can go and react to it. So there is that. And then I assume there's going to be more stuff. Marine will be easily overwhelmed. Even the other Hellbringer will be, because there's Jackrabbits and Hellbringers. So they're kind of able to deal with everything except maybe a hero. A hero would be actually tough to play against here. Skunky's base getting threatened significantly. Stone Cold Killer doing a really nice defense. And we'll be able to take this over. Gotta be careful not to run over those mines though, and he's doing well with that. The counterattack is insignificant. Skunky's trying, but it's not gonna mean much now. Gotta be careful with this infantry as well. They're right on top of the mines, so running past. Everything's looking good. Stone Cold Killer picks up the mini. The other side is also being cleared up. Rabbits upgraded. Interesting to see that from Stone Cold Killer. We got Commander Jerome coming out. For Psychic Wizard, it's actually not much happening. There's a locked mini base. Wonder what's in there. Probably quite a bunch of Goliaths. Thing is, this Chopper Skitterer combo will be able to wipe out these two ghosts, no problem. There's more coming, so that's a little bit too much. Has to be respected. I think it's time to unleash the beasts. Yo, what's this? Ah, that's manageable with Jerome, to be honest. Would be nice to see a turret just in case, but, you know. It's totally fine. Ooh, that Chopper actually gaining massive value in this game. That's the third ghost hit kill, dude. That's bonkers. Okay. Psychic Wizard, you good to go there? How many Goliaths is he hiding? Okay, it's just 4. Thought there might be more. It's 5 now. I'm gonna just go around the edge of the map. You gotta realize, Zombie actually does not see this. He is just out of his line of sight. He did see them coming out though, supposedly. Which is why he's sending the ghosts on. Turret's gonna be made. But our colony player will also have third point available. So this push is actually not gonna be 5 Goliaths, but more like 7. Oh, where did this come from? Oh! Oh! Oh my god. That's a lot of monkeys. This is gonna need a little bit of support though. The scout numbers are kind of getting out of control. Where is our blue gamer? Jerome's coming up, but it's taking forever. The numbers of Goliaths are gonna be whittled down hard. So there's a repair, or healing rather. Oh, they're gonna get beamed! Let's see that split. 2 of them go down, the skid goes down. Another 2 remain. Making the total count like maybe 5? More. 6. It's pretty good. They cancel the base, they can move on to the main, supported by the Jerome. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Stone Cold Killer doesn't have all that much left. Preparing a double garage, but this needs attention now. There are 2 Rangers, to be fair, and those could be rammed down. Would love to see a little bit of... Oh! Mac Blast hitting pretty good. And actually, the Rangers are putting a number on these guys. It's looking pretty good. There's more coming, however, and Trash Top will be weakening the base further. Jerome can do a ton of damage. The Goliaths remain boosted. There's only 2 of them now, but they are hurting the base. They're getting animation resets on them as well, and there's more of them coming. Hero and the Marines are able to push away at least the elite Rangers. Base now at half health. Beautiful animation resets coming through as well from Psychic Wizard. Now there's 3 Goliaths. I think they might not be able to get the base kill. Is he gonna have 4th point? No, he's not. That's what I was thinking, that maybe he's able to finish this off with a Hunter's Brand, but it's not meant to be. And Zombie will hold. Ay, 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 ay. Great hold. Great hold for Team Red. But Stone Cold Killer's base is struggling on the other side. I suppose there's gonna be more heading that way. Psychic Wizard kind of stuck in tier 1. Forever. Because he's still making Goliaths. Okay, do you go back in there? Do you just beam that shit? They can't, man. They can't. Psychic Wizard still needs some time. This is gonna be shielded and engineered up, so That did not go as planned. Now the Warthog counterattack is spooky sauce. Not gonna lie, trash players, not that bad. I think they got insulted at the time where the trash drop happened on their heads. Now they're playing for win. For the win. I can't speak English. Sometimes it's... Now they're playing to win. That's how you say that correctly. Anyway, I tried. I'm foreign, I get away with it. Not a native speaker. It's my weak excuse. Anyway, Skunky, still just going tier 2 now. It's almost 10 minutes into the game. It's gonna be tough. The heal is good. The additional Goliaths at this point in the game, not so good. Warthogs will run them down absolutely no problem, and after they gain their value, they can just go for the base kill itself. Yikes, that came out of nowhere. I couldn't mute that. Just like this whole rush came out of nowhere. That's a lot of Warthogs, I'll say. Because they're fake. They're not real. Gonna take down Jerome. And Alice has her chain gun. You all know what that means. If Alice has her chain gun, she can do anything. She'll take down anyone. Get that thing to 2 stars of veterancy. And you might as well quit at that point. She's strong. This attack is, well, it tickles, but eventually it will be a deadly tickle. Psychic Wizard doesn't have anything to defend with. He's only now going tier 2. Space is super toast. Anti-vehicle turrets will be buying some time, but I think this is very manageable looking to me. A little bit of splash damage hitting those. But the Warthogs and the Spartan have got this. All these Nightingales as well. You could technically silence the turrets if you really wanted to as Stone Cold Killer. But I would say it's not as important. He's just gonna get the base anyhow, and no harm done in this way. Got the shields now on the Gales. The get out beam. Oh man, trash players are telling Skunky Wizards to get out. Savage, dude, savage. There's one more game at least. Maybe Skunky Wizards can come back. Need a better strat than this. Dark blue color, we have got Psychic Wizards 02 and his ally Skunky. Together they are Skunky Wizards, and they're playing as RB and Serena. That's a good way to come back on Frontier. Those 2 leaders together can do some nasty stuff. We've got Stone Cold Killer in the yellow color, as well as Zombie Usan, and that's what they are. Trash Players.exe. I don't know who approved this, but we're running with it. Cutter and Yap Yap here for them. Also a decent combo. Maybe not the most synergetic, but at least you get quite a bunch of drops. And comboing Cutter's drops with potential Methane is actually huge. So that can definitely go a long way. Skunky going for triple supply pad at home and a very early double mini base. I think he's gimping his economy. He actually can't afford buildings now on these, just to make sure he gets the minis. They might get overwhelmed then. So Psychic Wizard, he's pumping out units a little bit harder. We've got the raid camp coming in. That's all pretty good stuff. I liked it a lot that Zombie is keeping around the Jackrabbit to do some damage to the generator while it's building. That's a great choice. You could have done a little more if you reset micro, but it's more important to make your own buildings, especially at the up and coming player levels, right? Focus on the fundamentals and you'll be rewarded. One piece of advice I have is make the armory as the building over there, and it will time out a little bit better. Or you can go generator first and make it armory fourth, but that's a lot more committed to tech. You generally need a lot of resource pickups if you want it earlier. But the grunts are eating a little bit of a mine. But there is way too much even without eating the mine. So I don't think they're going to be able to push in. And Team Blue already has 3 power nodes, so that's pretty good, making up for that early lack of buildings. Now they can go and bully this mini base fairly easily. There's really nothing in their way. There's an enforcer in the group. There's 3 enforcers now, which is really nice. There's a double raid camp. So this mini base is already toast, with the blue army being so large. Just a bunch of choppers here. We've got the 1 Spartan. Alright, the Rams are going in a little bit too deep. You gotta remember, those enforcers are no joke. They actually deal some pretty solid damage against the choppers. Any scout, really. And you gotta respect that. Mine might detonate. Yikes. 2 Marines go down. Spartan doing a fairly good job. Also keep in mind that all this ice is not only slowing people, but also lowering their attack. So getting chilled is also no joke. That's why RB and Serena work well together. Infantry getting healed up by Conduit of Rage there. Kind of ends up walking over more mines, however. And Team Red is starting to regain control now that they have the Fort Wagon out, which also is a massive debuff and buff for the Heavy Grunt. So Heavy Grunt and Fort Wagon is also a fantastic combination, especially if you compare that together with Parties Over, the EMP shot. So suddenly it's starting to look much better for Team Red. It's all about whether Team Blue can go to tier 2 in a reasonable fashion, time-wise. I think Psychic is going to just save up. Oh no, he's actually upgrading the power extractor, but soon enough, we'll get there. Tier 2 is fairly distant right now for Skunky, but he's got the ice cream truck, so that might help. We have confirmation in the chat that Best of Bankai will join the next tournament. For this one, they had some issues with training grunts on node taking. As you all will know, they just do not behave. Which is why they get blasted from space, just like that. Divine, is that... Yes, it is. But everyone gets frozen in the end, and that's working out pretty good as well. A lot of people got shattered there, but still the ice cream truck is now a goner. Very unfortunate news. Very unfortunate news indeed. It's a good amount of snipers here for Skunky. Why the biased casting, you might wonder? Well, I won more than 3 games in this series, obviously. Duh. Anyway, tier 2 coming in for Zombie. Gonna be able to upgrade the Spartan soon. And that's gonna be a huge threat. As well as, do you actually just go for dispersion nozzles first? That might be a play. There's so many Hellbringers. Might just go for dispersion nozzles first, honestly, and that would be a good choice. Fort wagons will be helping out a lot with that. Plenty of heavy grunts here. Gotta be careful with the fort wagons. Don't expose them to too much infantry because they go down fairly easily. Really good utility unit overall, though. Spartan might be looking for yet another jump, and we've got EMP on the grunts, which can do a lot of damage. Psychic Wizard now in tier 2 with an Expo. Skunky getting an Expo, he's also tier 2. And while Team Red is a little bit slower on the Expo game, not by much, but they are ahead in overall tech. Now having that Spartan upgrade as well. 3 snipers really need to get to work, they've been idle for a long time. Thousand Volts is ready. This is a good target as any. Oh man. Actually a lot of Marines going down to the Flamers still. Oh, the drop turret! Everybody's gonna get mined. Spartans coming in with the revenge, however. The mines are still up. But it was not even close to being enough. The ODSTs should be probably killed as well. Their satchel's doing a little bit of damage. But was it worth losing the Spartan? Probably not. Overall, Team Psychic Wizard... Sorry, Skunky Wizards, they overall did okay in that defense. They still have a counterattack to go with. And that's a 4-point drop, which you all know what that means. That is more enforcers, and they're started up, and they have their extra squad member. This base is about to get deleted zombies in a little bit of trouble here. Especially with all these snipers supporting now. I think they should go to the main. This is completely undefended. They can get the killing blow right there. RB, tier 2 upgraded, is on the field. Time to go. Time to strike. Killer instinct. Do it. Can't go wrong. Oh, that boom is gonna hurt. Not that bad, actually. Wasn't a positive for Team Blue, but it didn't kill anything, as far as I can tell. Snipers might go down if they're not careful here. Ice cream truck trying to take care of it, getting a freeze on. And the Spartan coming in to save the day. That will get rid of all the enforcers. Oh, most of them at least. And some of them managed to split out in the last possible second. Spartan gets stunned. This is why our RB player should have definitely gone for the killing blow. Now they're gonna be regretting this, as Team Players.exe actually has a chance to come back. But RB's a beast. He's not gonna have any of that. Spartan's down. He can anime sprint. He can jump up in the sky and pick things off like that. What do these flyboys know anyway? Pokes the fort wagon. Goes poof. And yeah, the pace of this game slowed down a lot, but our RB player cleaning up so much. And this base will be gone again. Meanwhile, these guys are enjoying their expos for a long time already. Psychic Wizard ready to go tier 3. What about Skunky? He's firmly in tier 2. Hasn't made really that many Warthogs or anything. What's the garage for then? There's the 1 Warthog, 1 Kodiak. Now they're pushing for the main. There's 2 turrets, however. Right, the army is split up very well. Going for the turrets, freezing the base. It's looking pretty good. Mines are getting dropped, but they're largely speaking missing. The entire base is about to be frozen. It's going to be even difficult to enter the vicinity as the icicles keep dropping from the heavens. Entire base now Winter Wonderland and not producing any resources for Zombie. He's going to be on the struggle bus at only 200 in the bank. He's got a Spartan and a Dream. But seems like that's just a meme. Gonna get cleaned up fairly easily. The RB don't care. He's got Condors at home. The end the entire yellow army, and it looks like we might have at least a game 4 on our hands. Very nice. Kodiak here to help end things, but seems to me that's a resignation, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a game 4. Skunky Wizards trying to pull it back. Can they do it? We're about to find out. Blue color, Psychic Wizard. Skunky, teal. Together, they are Psychic Wizard. What? No, they're Skunky Wizards. They're playing as color and Yep. On the other side, in the red, we have got Zombie as well as Stone Cold Killer. Together, they are trash Players.exe. And RB and Forge are going to be their picks. Let's get it on. Looks like the Marines are happily chilling in the middle, picking up a little bit of resources. Oh, that's a nice mine. Detonating Zombies. Grunt right away. Yeah, Skunky's getting the mini base steals. This is starting to look pretty good. I don't think he can particularly afford another one here, especially not a double. That should be like Psychic's mini. But we might see another steal here for Team Red. It's usually a very evenly split thing, and stealing on such a big map isn't necessarily rewarded. There's a lot of mini bases around and it's very easy to produce stuff. What I'm curious about, is this going to be a proxy? Because it looks pretty uncontested to me. You could plop down the barracks right here and create a lot of trouble, and that's exactly what's happening. Double? Alright, there's 0 steals, they're not going to risk it. Which pretty makes sense, except Stone Cold Killer, he does the 1, but this will get easily cleaned up. So, now, are we gonna see another barracks here for Skunky? He can afford it. They should absolutely rush Zombie here, as there's so far nothing being made. Okay, Ghost Shielding and Ghosts are coming out, so the defenses are gonna be there. Heavy Grunts should be able to counter that rather well, especially if several get made. Skunky's still missing 1 building. That's a Psychic Wizard. He's just getting out his Jerome and still working on this mini in the back. It takes a long time with Marines to take it down. Snipers coming out. Is that going to be double snipers from Stone Cold? I don't see that much stuff out there. So it might not be double. That would take a lot of power. You definitely do double Hellbringers. Okay, Harvester is getting bullied immediately, and that goes down fairly easily. Zombie knows he needs the raid camp to defend this with a bunch of suicide grunts. A lot can be managed. You gotta be careful to not crash them into those cannon fodders. They are free, and suicide grunts are rather expensive. I like the support of the snipers. They gotta stay at a safe distance though. Good micro there. Yeah, it's plenty of defenses now, but Spartan goes across the map and is attacking that generator. I believe that's a cutter player. Yeah, because the other unit is Forge. So yeah, that generator actually in serious trouble, especially as we get towards the 5 to 6 minute mark. And ODST will be in. Spartan can more than handle a handful of Hellbringers. That's absolutely no issue. Brutes are smacking down the Harvester. That's the second building kill that Ayapia player is getting here. And there is the suicide grunt. Let's see what they're gonna crash into and if it's any meaningful. One is already down. They get into everything there. That's great, of course. Whoa! Nice start. Did not expect to see a goblin here. Anyway, the USC army is now getting pushed back. It's just snipers and Hellbringers against just Marine Spartan. Yeah, that's gonna work. No problem with that. Psychic is gonna have to run all the way back home. And Ghost Suicide Grunt is a pretty good way to hold this. But this has slowed down Zombie a lot. ODSTs are going to be dropped in. And the Goblin's heals are getting a lot done. But the Suicide Grunt actually detonates the satchels. I can't say I've seen that in a very long time. Very nicely done. I don't think the ODST drop can get anything done now that there's 2 turrets and so many ghosts. Maybe they'll destroy the raid camp together there. But that's as far as it will go, I think. One more Suicide Grunt into the spam. And almost everything goes down, leaving just a little bit left. Looks like Psychic Wizard has been able to regroup a little, forcing Yellow to come in here to reinforce. I wonder if that's actually necessary. I guess another Harvester will be destroyed, but the turrets are kind of manhandling this now. Stone Cold Killer's base will be destroyed. There's no way this comes up. Best cancelled as soon as possible because it's costing real cash. And back to the buildings. Heavy supply pad was still hurt from earlier. And I assume... Wait, the ODSTs did die, didn't they? Stone Killer actually in a little bit of trouble. Attempts to scatter bomb, but it's completely dodged. It's just a really big delay. If there's no slowing effects or stunts or anything like that. Anti-infantry turret will be able to hold now, and the snipers arrive. That puts an end to this. Spartan has a star on it, which is nice. And it looks like Skunky is definitely capitalizing on his newfound map control, getting several bases up and running. Very nicely done. So trading a bit of resources. Oh. So we're making the good units. Can they beat this though? Would be nice to move the fort wagon a little closer so that the forts actually affect the buildings and nerf them a bit. Makes the units do more damage as well, so definitely worth it to be in range. Well, that's blowing. Also, even the explosion's stun affects the buildings. Did you guys know that? They actually stop doing the work for a moment. Alright. I'll say though that the Phantoms are problematic in Tier 1 to deal with, especially when they have engineer support. The cannon fodder certainly are not the way. Gonna be happy with just having killed so many buildings so many times and just back off. What happened here? Why is this blown? Oh! Oh! Was that destroyed? Yeah, the enforcers can get anything done like that. That's fine. Spartan and snipers should be able to clean this up, no issue. They're all toast. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. That's satisfying. Well, well, well. Are we gonna get a game 5 out of this? Not gonna complain. Seems increasingly likely too. But the Warthogs will be a bit tougher to deal with. If this base goes down, then technically Team Blue hasn't achieved much. I like the ODSTs in the back, but the anti-infantry turrets will do a number to them. Best you can do is just satchel them up. Some good detonations. The buildings are a little weaker now. If there's access to an archer missile power, then it's definitely worth it to draw that down the line here. So I'm trying to not follow cam, but like do this line, and all those 5 buildings will be significantly damaged in the process. These 2 will be destroyed. Probably these 2 might be as well. So yeah, pairing that together with ODST, you can strip an entire base and just nullify all income. Halo Wars doesn't offer you a lot of spaces to get economy from, so every little bit of damage you can do like that, destroying an entire pad, is quite valuable. It takes a long time to rebuild. In the meantime, you're collecting, so your ability to rebuild is quite meaningful there. Well, we've got yet another drop. That's a good number of enforcers to push bases with, but that's a lot of light blue. Actually, you know what? It's not. It's fake stuff. This is real though. That's a big cutter drop. And the Spartan's gonna take that Kodiak out easy peasy. Gets in. It's a 2-star Kodiak now. Don't get to see that every day. There's the archer missiles on the army. Heavy metal was used on the Vortox at least. They're still gonna go down to the double Diego. Just a little bit too much. They're pretty confident they're taking the base right now. Gotta finish off the hogs, so maybe the goblins can go and take it. Might want to heal the base too. But this is looking like a good pushing army to me. Kodiak is deploying on the high ground, and yeah. Seriously, Zombie is in trouble. There's a shear generator getting attempted in the back, but will it actually come up? I'm gonna put that into question, that's for sure. Extractor will be destroyed, at least by the satchel. And then the other buildings are probably next. Das nicht gut. I mean, the counterattacks are kinda existent. Not particularly worth it to pay too much heed to them right this second, as the main base of Zombie might be destroyed and they are going to give up. We are getting a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Skunky Wizards have made a comeback happen. Can they reverse sweep is the real question. Very impressive. Very impressive. That's the wrong side. Game just spawns wherever it wants. Psychic Wizard. Blue color. This ally's Skunky. Together they are Skunky Wizards. Got these two. Shipmaster and Desi. And on the other side, Zombie in the red and Stone Cold Killer in the yellow. Together they are the Trash Players.exe. And that's Decimus and Anders. Power being pretty evenly distributed. There's a bit of a grunt war over here. Ooh, Psychic takes it over. That's a surprise. Usually want to stick around and Vigil war. Shake that grunty and dodge the shots as well as you can. Stone Cold Killer going for a completely normal supply pad heavy build. We'll see what he does for the last building. I assume a hero. Well, he's got another mini base actually coming up. As for Zombie, we're gonna have an early Warlord as well as stuff out the raid camp. Managed to get the big mini base in the middle. So overall the teams are fairly evenly split. This could really go either way. Shout out to all the players who are currently waiting for their next match. Both the bronze round crew and the finals crew. Pretty no meaningful engagements thus far. Everyone's just building up. But VOD is all about controlling the map's flow with fast units. Not to say that you can't build an infantry army and succeed with your death walling. Chopper's taken down. Well, I think Zombie can hold this just fine. Oh man. Things are about to escalate here as Zombie's gaining the upper hand in terms of unit count. That Chopper is especially threatening, and out comes the Jump Back Brute, which is going to be able to take over a lot. On the other side, Stone Cold Killer is also overwhelming Psychic Wizard, so I'm not so sure that Team Blue is going to be in a good spot from here. Not only this, there's a Warlord. All of this can go now to the main, and what does Skunky have to show for himself? Not much. He's got like 2 choppers and no heroes coming out. He's trying to double gen very early, and it's actually just going to be a massive attack on him. Vortex is still going to be available, so it's not going to be easy to defend at all. Several Jackrabbits here trading into Suicide Grunts. And now they're trying to find targets in the Ghosts. Ghosts are superior units, so they'll be able to defend for the most part. Warlord should definitely whack this. Oh, Decimus Mirror though, so there is at least Vortex to weaken him, and this is a good chance with 30% armor reduction to get some stuff done. Ram's coming through. He's pretty weak now. It might be a hold for Skunky. What about Psychic Wizard? It looks like he's also mostly fine. But the Jackrabbits are doing a number to those Ghosts. Doing some good pullback micro, repairing themselves. There's more coming in. Hell, they're also going for the mini base there. 2 mini bases get destroyed at the same time. Oh my goodness, that hero somehow survived. What is going on? He's still going. The choppers are not particularly safe here, but they're not under attack as much either. So I think the Warlord was making a mistake not fighting the choppers. He could have killed them all. Is he gonna get... No. No, he's dead. He's dead. Just barely manages to hold on here. Skunky does, but there's more brutes coming. I think Vortex might be available. Imagine hitting both of these extractors right now. Oh no. You can't put them next to each other. There's Vortex. When is Vortex? If you hit both of these, they're just both toast. That's a lot of resources. 800 blue is going into this. The Jackrabbits are continuing to flood. The ghosts are kind of matching their numbers. Is that Boundless Siphon? No, that's actual Siphon. We're fine. That would be crazy right now. Beam is going to get all of these brutes though. It's a very nice cleanup. But is there more coming? This extractor is almost toast after all. Oh yeah, there's more. Oh, they can easily kill that. We're leaving Skunky on just one. Oh, gotta attack it though. Gotta attack it. And that's a defense. Now let's see what Zombie's doing behind this. He's got a double gen. He's going tier 2 Stone Cold Killer. Going tier 2 already get a lot of power behind this and took over all the mini bases. So Psychic is going to have to work his way back slowly. He's also getting close to tier 2. Now the Vortex going down on the army. And as usual, the brutes kinda can deal with the grunts. It's fine. Now there's a Warlord for Skunky as well. This is his chance to push. Gotta do it before there's too many of these suicide grunts. Hellbringers are coming over to help as well. And Psychic Wizard still working on these mini bases. Is Stone Cold Killer tier 2? Yes. It's not enough time to make a Cyclops, I don't think, but the Jackrabbits are coming over, so maybe with that there is enough time, just barely. Oh, they're gonna come in here. Can they do it? So close. I think you just sacrifice into the mini. Oh my god, he held it. No freaking way. The Cyclops is gonna wreck everything here. Like, this isn't even gonna be close. Stone Cold Killer still acknowledges still that he needs to be cost effective and recycles the barracks. Cyclops will push this away for the moment, but took a lot of damage. Push is continuing on the other side, but that is now a... Is that a tier 2 Warlord? I think it is. Yeah, 45 base upgrade is next for all these turrets. And Boundless Siphon can't be far away. Skunky's almost got it. Just a little bit more. He's waiting for that to finish. A lot of resources, especially blue. Trying to go for this base deal, I guess. It might happen. Spartans out. Stone Cold Kill levels. Anders, remember. So as he builds up to a higher resource count now, on 4th point, we know that he's gonna save up for the Retriever Sentinel, which can cause a lot of trouble on a map like this with a lot of high ground. Decimus player comes out, but the Suicide Grunts wipe out a lot of the Grunts. There's only one Elite Ranger squad. And seemingly the Grunts will be taken down, no issue. Like the shields. Hellbringers have dispersion nozzles here. That's an expensive upgrade. It better be more of those guys, but it's not. It's just being bought by Stone Cold Killer for who knows what reason. Definitely not enough of those boys. Douglas trying to do what he can here, but the Rams are just keeping him down. So going to have to make a run for it. His ability is down. Can't really use that right now. But with only one elite ranger, it might be possible to make this work. It's just he wasn't targeting the elites. So the hunters are killing all the vehicles and the elite was weakening the Spartan. As for over on this side, it looks like the Warlord battle has gone in favor of Zombie. Oh, we might just win here. Straight up. The base is destroyed. There's 2 locusts left. The hero will get the shields back. What can Skunky really do to defend himself? Not much. He's on 18 population. He's remaking the Warlord, which will help, to be fair. But without Psychic's help, it doesn't look like something that can be held. So Psychic goes home and should be immediately coming over here to help sort the situation out. Those 2 locusts look extremely threatening. And together with the Warlord, there's not much that they can't handle from what I'm looking at right now. Granted, you can't pull out units from under the shield. At least there's that. It's technically kind of bugged because you just get stuck in a loop. Okay, he pulls the hero and he's gonna instantly slam it down. But he can't stop the hero from also slamming. So both of them go through. The elite rangers doing what they can to whittle him down. But he gets back under the shield. And we're gonna get a bit of a longer battle with that. There's 3 locusts, which are better than 2. Warlord goes down. Gets slapped with 2 hammers. It's also better than 1. The only question is, why has he put it back down? Why not keep it? Yeah, locusts aren't really an army versus army kind of unit. Engineer shields completely negate their damage here. It seems to me the hunters are just gonna push them back all the way. Team Blue finally gaining a little bit of ground, but here comes our Anders player. Spartan plus mines might go a super long way. I'm not sure he has the mines though. Actually, I haven't seen them all game. So where are they? Harbinger gonna set the ground on fire a little bit, but it doesn't do all that much. Spartan might get just taken down here. Gonna have to use the smoke. And we finally are gonna see the Retriever Sentinel. I was wondering when that's gonna happen. But there we got it. Big boom. Yes! Here it comes! Oh! The engineer shields, man. That 40% damage reduction is... turns out it's pretty good. We got Decimus drop coming in as well though. And the 2 together can certainly do a lot. Where beam? Oh. That was awful. Very underwhelming beam. And he might pay the price for it. Oh god, he's definitely gonna pay the price for it. Now that's a good one. Hits both heroes quite a bit with that. Desi goes down and the Warlord is gonna get vortexed. Completely wrecked. The beam is kind of brutal, but they just escape with the extraction, so it's all good. Nothing really died for Team Blue, but there's still the Retriever Sentinel to deal with. It's not gonna be easy. Anti-air units, the sooner the better. Psychic Wizard, especially with the Reavers, he's getting started on them now. Skunky, don't see any yet. He's got the one here, but one at a time, they're easy pickings. Especially if they can't shoot back. Bear in mind, this guy is on high ground, so quite protected there. If you can get through a special attack with engineer shields down. That's actually huge. Targeting the heroes with it. Engineer shields are raised. So yeah, the Retriever can just chill and do damage from the high ground. Thing is, though, when you have this many engineers, it can kind of be out-healed, especially if the shield actually covers the base. But and the Retriever's gonna play it slow and kind of just retreat. Gonna need some anti-air for those. Is our Desi player here zombie going to go into Banshees or what? Could be a decent follow-up. Maybe he's just gonna go into ground. Seems to be saving for tier 3. Braves are certainly very nice against the Reavers. Team's coming down on the Retriever Sentinel. Not able to do too much damage, taking down the shields, I guess. And Reavers getting killed few at a time. Hitting the... Oh, that's okay. Okay, that was one of the blue players' beams. Confused there, but Skunky's base not looking so hot. Still, it's getting out repaired. The Kodiaks and the Retriever actually not able to break through. More sentinels. That's always the answer. In fact, make sentinels from your base. Finish the game in style. Seen that before. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All the Reavers getting stunned. Now don't get me wrong, that Vortex is really nice there, but if all the Reavers die for it, it's a lot less impressive. Engineers are also totally getting wrecked. They're invisible, which is going to allow this Shipmaster army to absolutely plow through all the ground units. But the invisibility is gone, and suddenly there's no anti-air, so the Retriever can just manhandle the whole lot. Skunky's base is essentially toast. Kodiak remains. They gonna get that Desi on the way out? Actually, can't be too long now for Zombie to get back his Desi. It's been a very long engagement up here. Okay, that's there's more Kodiaks again. This base is toast. Special attack actually went to the base. It's not the best kind of target for it, but I mean, a little overkill can't hurt when you want to make sure. So that's down now. What is Team Skunky Wizards gonna do? They're in so much trouble. This is a massive army they're facing, especially if they go together. Well, these Nightingales can heal the banished units up as well, who are regenerating, who have Boundless Fury. Overall, a really good number of them. Stone Cold Killer at a 100 population mark. Moving up to Kodiaks, he's got a bunch of snipers as well. This looks like a game-ending army to me, and it will be a miracle if Skunky Wizards can defend against this. Look at that base health going down. There's no shield, and the shield is gonna be too late, even if it is being attempted right now. Okay, the displacement might solve all problems, right? Maybe. But no, the Retriever Sentinel is like going to sneeze at that, and it disappears. A bunch of Reavers. Another big sneeze. There's a Desi drop in the middle of all that. Holy! Goodbye, army. Psychic Wizard furiously attempting to repair his base. He's got a handful of engineers. If those are gone, The base is gone. That's just how it is. Decimus Drop might come back. Psychic Wizard desperately trying so hard to heal this, but I don't think that beam can get anything done either. The snipers are running away. They are gonna get actually killed by the beam. Any more NG shields? Oh. Retriever still very, very healthy. It's targeting the base now. The Kodiaks are shooting it. Health is very slowly declining, I think, if I'm looking at this correctly. Psychic Wizard, Engineers, he must be selecting them every now and then. Oh, they're not ready. They're moving out. You gotta be so careful with that. They might be able to push the whole thing back. Retriever can, however, move forward now. There's nothing to stop it. Decimus Drop comes in. That will actually do a good amount of damage to it. But there's still even more healing. Psychic Wizard saves the base. Unfreaking believable. But can he actually hold it? That's the big question. Skunky still in tier 2, desperately struggling also to get the units done. The extraction getting used here to add some additional healing to the buildings. Is that an extraction level 2? What is this? It's not reaching the back harvester. Never upgrade your extraction, guys. It's not worth it. Actually gets smaller. It's insane. Did you guys know that? Extraction 2 is worse than 1. Bonkers stuff, to be honest. That's gonna be it. However, Players.exe should probably upgrade their team name, as that's clearly not true. They're gonna be making it to the finals of the Amateur League Qualifier number 2. Who knows, maybe we'll see them in the main event. We probably will do. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.